niche product. Incredible, but also just a nice to have, not a must buy. A massive, expensive gimmick? Not exactly the words I expected to say about the PlayStation 5, but here we are. Having won a PS5, I was excited to use it, and use it I have. I beat Miles Morales over a weekend. Both me and my kids have loved Astro's Playroom and Sackboy, and I've had a lot of fun taking down robot dinosaurs in Horizon Forbidden West, exploring rifts in Ratchet & Clank Rifts Apart, and working my way up the Allsvenskan League in FIFA 23. And I've been blown away by many aspects of it. The Dualsense controller is nothing short of some dark magic packed with a demon. The way the vibrations feel in your hands is just incredible. The fact that I can feel the arrow leaving my bow or the ice under my skates in my hands it's amazing. The triggers adapting their stiffness depending on events in the game feels incredibly immersive. And in combination with the vibrations, it lets me shift into the game world on a whole different level. The games I've played all look and play smoothly on a massive beautiful beast of a machine that now towers next to my TV. And within the system, there's a lot of welcome upgrades to the parental controls, making them, well, not suck, while still also having some ways to go. The various settings, UI changes and features have been added or improved from the PlayStation 4 as well. Remote play to my PC and phone works surprisingly well, although it's also annoyingly locked down. The official Android app only recognizes PS4 and PS5 controllers and not my Kishi 2, nor my Stadia controllers. And the lack of an Android TV app also makes usage of it locked down to the one TV that it's actually hooked up to, which is a shame, but I guess I get it. But coming from 3 years of Stadia usage on any screen around the house, it felt a bit like a step backwards. It is also hard to get around the fact that navigating menus and browsing the web and text inputs is always clunky with a controller. Now, this is not an issue exclusive to the PS5 though, but they also seem to have decided that, it's not gonna get any better, let's just leave it as it is. Another annoyance with modern consoles is the notion that you need to pay in order to access online multiplayer. And while PlayStation Plus sweetens the deal with some monthly games, it doesn't take away the fact that they are actually intentionally locking away core features behind a paywall. Speaking of PlayStation Plus, I was actually planning to opt for the extra tier, giving access to a massive collection of games, but thanks to a 25% discount on the premium tier when I signed up, I found myself signing up for the full year, as it was actually cheaper than the lower tier extra plan and allowed me to test out the cloud streaming. And as a big proponent and fan of cloud gaming, having been a Stadia founder, having Game Pass Ultimate despite not having an Xbox, as well as partnering as a creator with both Boostroid, GeForce Now and Shadow PC, I was looking forward to seeing how this works. First of all, we have gigabit fiber with no data cap, as is standard around here in Sweden. And I honestly don't think you actually can find a home broadband with data caps here. At least you haven't been able to for the last decade or two, possibly even more. Stockholm is also home to data centers for both Boostroid and GeForce Now, resulting in latency below 10 milliseconds, often quite a lot below that. But even when I've connected in the past to Amsterdam or Dunkirk in France, my latency never really dips below 40 milliseconds in these places. That is a long distance. And while I don't have any measured or reported numbers for PlayStation streaming, it's not been great. It feels a little sluggish at times, letting me suspect that the average latency is around 50 milliseconds maybe? Image quality is okay, but it regularly struggled, giving me warnings of bad connections, despite solid Ethernet and fiber that was working flawlessly elsewhere at the time within the house. The UI for accessing cloud games also is everything other than straightforward. On console, it's hard to find games to stream, and the easiest way I've found by myself, without googling anything, is to actually go to the PlayStation Store and just find the game you want to play and hope it's on cloud. And on Android, you simply can't cloud stream at all. And on PC, it uses a client that's just bad to navigate, lacks any form of search bar, and it's not great. The retro games included with the PS Plus Premium is a nice addition, I guess, but I'm also yet to play any of them. I think I downloaded 2, but I don't know. However, PS Plus Extra has a massive library that feels very worth the cost, with more being added each month. Some go away every now and then, but it's fine. The lack of a lot of first-party titles, like the no longer available PS Plus collection, is annoying though, especially since the console games are quite pricey compared to the PC counterparts, with sales being both less steep and less common in general. I honestly don't see myself buying a console game for full price in quite a while. Because at the end of the day, if I hadn't won my console on the Twitter giveaway, it and its whole ecosystem is a bit on the steep side for me. I love the PS5. The Dualsense controller is a technical wonder worthy of universal praise, and I'll happily give the whole experience a seal of approval for that alone. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how immersive the Dualsense is. While all games supported and as amazing as it is a gimmick at this point. A great one, don't get me wrong, but still. And if the option is there, I will happily take a game on cloud over PS5 any day at this point. Reality is, a console in this price range and with these unique features is a niche product. It's not for everyone, and owning one is definitely a privilege. The lack of flexible usage, limited remote play functionality, and the whole juggling of storage, patches, and fixed performance feels like a step backwards. Don't get me wrong, the PS5 is absolutely amazing and incredible. It also shows that big home console boxes may soon actually be a thing of the past. Or at least, a very niche product. Thank you for watching. I've been Dad Plays Games, and I do all kinds of game content on here, and I hope you watch some more of it. See you next time. Bye!